This one here you can see in the two-tone paint, 12,000 euros or dollars extra. Huge double kidney here, very impressive. In the extended shadow line you can get it in all black, but you could also get it in a more subtle note. Here, for example, in the two-tone paint, I think there's a transition between the top paint and the grille, which is not ideal, I think. Or what's your take? Slim integration of the daytime running lights in the top, and this split here, that was highly criticized by a lot of viewers as well, that you have the split between the daytime running light and the real headlamp unit. So I would like to hear your take on the front design here of the 7 Series in the new generation. G70 is the internal code. Wheel line structure and the inside of the daytime running lights here on this top part here. This is such an attention to detail. If you need some extra foot room, this is the version to go for. I'm just kidding. This is the cutaway model here, where we can see more of that battery. This is the i7 cutaway, and these cells here combined make a total capacity of 102 kilowatt hours net. Recharging will be 10 to 80% state of charge with DC charging in 34 minutes. It's the optimum at the 195 kilowatt peak. So you rather press here in this upper corner and then you move a little bit more backwards so you do not block the sensor. So when I press it here, the door does open automatically like this. And the question is, what about, like the safety things? Also not here the 8-cylinder, there you have to go for the 6-cylinder. I think not a good strategy to limit this offer there, because the material is superb. It has also the very same durability, but way less impact on everything around us. So we've seen it in the X7, it is perfect and also way to go than here when speccing this vehicle. As for the comfort here when seating, for the seat ergonomics, yeah, it's really very comfortable, very luxurious. And that's also the first thing when you take a look at the competitors. The new ET7 recently, I think, had also good comfort in seating. Tesla Model S and Mercedes EQS, this one here has definitely way more comfort already when sitting in the front here. So for the seat ergonomics here and how you feel, this is one of the most luxurious sedans, definitely. And interior overview, well, very clean first impression. And told you, Mercedes EQS is all about ambient lighting. BMW says, hold my beer, we can also do ambient lighting, and that's where we ended up with. So here, this looks really amazing. So this crystalline structure on the top. It's not glass though, because that would have been, not really crash safe. And here you can then switch through the different colors, and it's really bright. It's 12 o'clock noon at the moment here, and you can still very well see that. So that's actually a pretty cool idea to bring more spice to the interior. You still have buttons you can really press here, for example, for the cruise control. This is like one button, but then the central one is separated. Digital instruments, left side speed, right side here, the lower middle console, this inductive charging pad here, and hard to pick it up on camera, but this is here a small slot, and it is sucking away The crystalline knob here is quite cool here, and then you can still have this rear area. Before we get to the executive driving, being chauffeur position, what about when I'm sitting behind the tall driver? Yes, that's me. Here the legroom is still sufficient. They are not making good use of the space, but there will always be enough space available. And also as for the headroom, and here's the thing, that they did a compromise with aerodynamics, so they could still offer a lot of headroom even with 1.89 or 6'2". And the comfort here, if you compare it to the EQS, is so much better indeed. So BMW clearly wins it here, and using this vehicle has become more complicated. So I put up the shade here. So when I want to open the window, and then I have to switch it here on the screen that this shade comes up. And I wonder, I mean, if you're driving 10 hours all day, and maybe this is kind of like a hobby, it takes more time to use car functions. I tend to say I want to have things straightforward. And set lounge position it is called. There we can see magic. The front seat is moving forward. Let's see, of course it takes a while. While that is going forward, I can also show you this one here, the armrest. Again, inductive charging pad, air is being sucked away. And then here is some more storage with 2 more USB-C chargers. And the quality of the materials, how everything is processed in the interior, is really outstanding. This is really amazing, super comfortable. And then you can also rest your feet here on this special footrest that is being going up. This is really amazing. Now the seat is going a little bit more backward, and the shade of the panoramic roof, by the way, is going forward. So it starts at the rear here, and then it's being rolled in the front. And the reason for that is, by that they can also ensure more rear headroom because they are storing it here in the front. And now to the trunk part. Interesting also the height, of course, and this is at 57 centimeters or 22 inches. And here we go. This is the i7, the all-electric version of the all-new BMW 7 Series. And, well, the first surprising thing is you hardly feel a difference, at least when driving straight. You now have this great floating ride from the air suspension. And since you feel the shifting, of course, in the combustion engine, of course, you have the throttle input is like a little bit more directly, but they also both tuned these vehicles in a way that there also is not the biggest difference between that. Let's accelerate it out. Let's go. Launch control. Plop, that's 55 miles an hour. Wow. Whew. And you also heard that sound building up. You can completely deactivate it. It's just a thing like if you want that. It is not very extreme, so there are electric vehicles where you have more sound feedback. So here they thought with a 7 Series we don't exaggerate it. In the sports mode here you hear of course more of that. I think it's still subtle enough.